Tariki ni Isano na Isano mutinyo 12 omwaka bw'ekirwa 2023 nigo cyaragire Chinsa Isano na Ibere cyabona mubaso kingakingo kumanya mangana maya asenchira yobwenge leta ryane Dorcas Kemuma nigo tokubatanere Joshua Auta oyokene kinga okumanyirie asensemo ibimanyererio nere Abigail Nyanchama akwene kinga Mario gene kibicha awoikeire asenchirera engikiranuga bwo tubwate awetera asenchira ya mitandao asensemo ya Facebook okotonyara buna Ndizi TV News Digital na sensemo ya nero YouTube tonyara buna Ndizi TV News na sensemo yo mtandao wa website tonyara www.ndizitv.net ironyara usanga amo 92. Ekiombe kia Rainforest Alliance ekigetari gia serikali niyo yakorage ikaro kyabo ase amagacho yo mobogani oyomo imeyomo chobosongo imeye county ya Kisii ase ekerenge kenene kyarenge kubwatani amo nabareme nabayigo korwa obosemi goche ase abareme bekemeri gyechae amo nakiri kye ekahawa abuna abawenete gokora obolemi bwabo ase baywa amasomo abayigo aseba chikwenyorera amaegerio igoro buna baranyore amasomo obolemi barakore obolemi obuya nabayigo anena sensemo yewo chincha kwerire nabayigo ayanda mange igoro yobolemi bwekemeri kyogechae amo nakirige kawa asebayigo basemiwa nakibanyale konyora ligesa ligiya asensemo yendemero nabayigo ase amangana bo yobolemi asebayigo barachi koligereria gosebara chikwegwa boseme inaki bakogenderera gokora bolemi bwabo chingaki chensegenderete koenekya emichando asukonchureria kwerire. Omorai wense Dr. William Ruto nigo ritukoria rero ara mujega obokobekire gutwa aboroki waba NYS asensemo ya Gilgil egotoka imeye county ya Nakuru asebarai au kurwa chinsemo che serikali waikirana ase omoyega oyo chinga kecho Ruto nigaira Chinsa chaye ase okoba ebyegwa aboroki wabo abari babaira batangani ase chinsemo ase amaigerio ayo babaire bakonyora ase kiombe kyo kya NYS ase bono bagendrete omoyogo yo ase county yo ya Nakuru.
The best recruit representing PWDs, service number 229115, Amina Mohammed. Amina Mohammed ni kati ya wenzetu walio na ulemavu wa kusikia na ndiye amefanya bora zaidi akiwakilisha wale wenzake. Huwa huzungumza kwa ishara. Hiyo ni ishara ya kumshukuru Mheshimiwa Rais. Asante sana. The best recruit in drills men, service number 227948, Francis Mwakina. The best recruit in drills women, service number 235675, Mary Wanjiro.
omokonye bw'omurai obwense Rigathi Gachagua nigo atebire serikali ya Kenya Kwanza nigo yabekire omukia asokwene kinga ngokora bare amagenderero ase abananchi ase chinsemo ime yense ya Kenya. Gachagua nigo yakwanetayo chingekekeranite ase omoyega bokubekera egutwa abarokiwa abasemo ya nero ya medicine gose KMTC ase boigo abeteka goteba buna nigo emoroberio obo kwagachwa gwechinyumba chiria chierigorire ise affordable housing obeireko kwa abasaye abange emirimo na boigo asate betabuna serikali ya Kenya Kwanza nigo yarure emirimo gochie ase nonya nabalimo amo na ababwatani bande baenekirie nkwa bare abasaye emirimo ase ensemeyo yokorwa emirimo asense ya Kenya.
We found that our mothers and fathers over 70 years who were benefiting from the cash transfer program had not been paid for 8 months. All the arrears for the elderly have been cleared, and as we speak today, our elderly, the senior citizens of this country, are paid before the 28th of every month. Again, the government has streamlined the operations at Kemsa, and as we speak today, medical supplies are available to the counties, and there is no county who can claim that they have no medical supplies. Issues of corruption have been dealt with, and services and the systems have been streamlined to serve the people of Kenya better. We also want to take pride in the housing program. Through this housing program, 125,000 young men and women have gotten employment, and they are today able to fend for their families. And as we proceed in matters of education, when we came in, we found parents among you here, the students were complaining that the CBC program had been implemented without adequate public participation. The President set up the Presidential Working Party on educational reforms that went around the country and collected views from the people of Kenya, from all stakeholders. And as a result, the CBC now has been aligned with the wishes and aspirations of the people of Kenya. Again, for the first time in the history of this country, the Kenya Kwanza government under President William Ruto has employed in a single year 56,000 teachers to match the teacher-pupil ratio in our
Chinga kicho boigo nigo Gachagua aigireire serikali ya Kenya Kwanza asogoteba muna nigo yakoriro mukiana kwene kinga abakenya abanyoriro omweso asense moyo kweyeria amagori ya obosi aseboniga ateria nigo obosi obokoruga bore ase rigori rense aseboigo akwanera igoro yo mochando bwa maguta oyo atebire buna nigore omochando ororekanire koba ase ense engima na atari Kenya yoka.
Liko ya kiuchumi naendelea, na hivi karibuni Wakenya watafurahia. Wale walikuwa wanapiga kelele mambo ya bei ya unga, tuliipata ikiwa shilingi 230. Saa hii imeteremuka, waongei wamenyamaza. Wanasema ya mafuta iko juu. Saa ile walikuwa naongea ya unga. Wacha waseme ya mafuta iko juu, lakini waongeze waseme ya unga imeteremuka. That will be an honest conversation. Na bei ya mafuta is not a Kenyan problem. It's a worldwide challenge. The cost of fuel is high everywhere in the world. It's not a problem that is peculiar to this country. It's a global challenge that every country is trying to cope with. But for the local solutions that we are trying to deal with, we have made substantial progress na tutaendelea. Ya mwisho niseme ya kwamba pia sisi tukiingia kwa serikali tulipata matatizo ya usalama pale katika bonde la Ufa in North Rift. Mlio wa risasi ulikuwa naendelea kila wakati, kila pahali, mashule yalikuwa yamefungwa. As we speak today, the guns have been silenced in North Rift. Shule zote zimefunguliwa na watoto wetu wanasoma. Nataka nichukue nafasi hii kumpongeza waziri wetu wa usalama, Professor Kithure Kindiki, and the National Police Service for the good job they are doing. In northern Kenya, in Lamu, where we had charges of terrorism, they have all been dealt with. Again, that is an accomplishment by the government of President William Ruto. Kwa hivyo ni mzuri watu waongee ukweli, watukosoe pahali ambaye hatujafaulu na pahali tunaonekana kama tuko wazembe, lakini
Omowaziri bwaba waziri uyoboigo ore omowaziri wechinse chesiko Musalia Mudavadi nigo agendete taro yaye ase ense ya UK ase aikerenetie ense ya Kenya achingakie aringa setare yo nigo Mudavadi atebire buna nigo ense ya Kenya yaenekirie kubwatira namo ni chinse cha Afrika asokwenekinga ngotinya bare omorembe ase chense chochorogongo rwa Afrika naboigo niga tebringa nigo yaenekirie ase ogotinya obwamate obuya ase chinse chaisko amo naboigo ase omoroberiorio o visa free oyoboigo atebire buna nigo ensi ya Kenya yaenekiringa kubwatira nere amo ne chinse cha rogongo rwa Afrika asokwenekinga kubika bare omorembe ase chinse chiria chabire chigwakwa amo nebikore byechisegi ase ense ya Somalia erigati ye chinse chiri chabire chigokonywa nense ya Kenya ase ogotingia omorembe.
Kenya supports regional economic integration through the African Continental Free Trade Area. At full implementation, this will create the largest free trade area in the world. It will connect 1.3 billion people across 55 countries with a combined gross domestic product valued at $3.4 trillion and with a potential to lift it. It is in this spirit of continental unity that His Excellency President William Ruto proposed a visa-free Africa, tearing down barriers imposed by hands that were not African. We reject the limitations of the past, advocating for a continent where Africans trade, communicate, and explore freely. At the heart of Kenya's foreign policy lies a steadfast backbone of commitment to peace and security. Our nation, nestled strategically in East Africa, contributes to regional global stability.
Umugavana we county ya Nakuru Susan Kihika nigo abwatukire chibesa gochia ase abakore emirimo bobo chenu ase county eyo bali ababekwa ne serikali ene ase ebinyoro iryo kinya obokoreri ase nsemo yobo chenu abobo igo bamanyikaine na social health supporters abaga ukwana nabariki ba amangana nigo bono atebire buna nigarachi goikirania eira yo kwenekinga nkuba kanale engere yabo erikoba omoyo abakoreri yabo bo chenu moyo erigoikirania obokoreri bwabo ase ogoika ebinyoro ayo kwenekinga nkubwatoka abare oroboti nabo igokorwa basemigochia ase abantu ase ebinyoro ime erigoikirania obokoreri obuyasensemo yobo chenu.
Your hours of dedicated sacrifice ensure that men and women, boys and girls across the county do not have to make that choice between livelihood and health. Thank you very much. We promised to provide you with a stipend to support your work within the communities and in a small way ease the financial burden imposed by your moving from household to household. In fulfillment of this promise, the county government of Nakuru has availed the funds required to pay the obligated stipend of 2,500 per person. The total budget that my government has committed to the payment of this stipend is 99 million shillings per year.
Mwanchumurie noro mweri ubwa mangana maya asenchera yo wenge kurende chikoraga Chinsa ikome ningirane nkumanye asenchera yo wenge na agendrete wateka gendra kurigeria getasene kyandizi TV eribwe manye amange nabogoto bwati awetera asenchera yo mtanda o Facebook asawate nyarabo na Ndizi TV News Digital naboiga sense moya YouTube tonyarabo na Ndizi TV News eretariane Dorcas Kemuma na nigoto bwatanere Joshua Auta oyona kinga kumanyiria asenchera jebimanyerero nere abgenyanchamani gane kinga mario gene chibicha awekeire asenchera ere engikerano twara oborigererio buyeme ya Ndizi TV nabo bwansu bomugusii.
Ndizi TV, ubwansu bw'omugusii. Ndizi TV, ubwansu bw'omugusii. Omurubuli okubwatya nigo kurigereriwa n'ebigori byonsi.
Omwanchumurie nigo tuguchukwanira igoro ye bitugo au na igo nigo nakoretire goika sense moya tombe ireme sub county ya manga ime county ya Nyamira asina mutarire umurimi tugete tugo na bwate bisusu agatwara chingo kwa agatwara chinswe agatwara chiombe gatiye tugo yende enyinge mpaka chisese igo so mwanchumurie nigo twatende ase ebisusu nigo tutete tuchikonyara kwa batoko igo kurwa saringa ngikya murete era gotuge ebisusu nabo igo ngikya kogera era koranga ebisusu ne biyagocha ase oburimi bwaye bwakira lituko igo tubwate ase mitandao yetu ya Facebook Ndizi TV News Digital ase ya YouTube Ndizi TV News na bona utumira SMS wetera se nambe yo era screen ya ugabu igo bona aso murimi tukora batebia ai ningo na ndiga ganga itore
nandiko bwo barebe wa minto kuna na batebia chenda glass omwenga sei tontomba tombe ya manga sub county kyo mangis na moroche bisusu ebisusu ebi koruna twacharete ko batari korumo emegondo gocha gocha to ko bataito gotumeka obuoyo obuoyo to gotumeka part of ebimeri byaito no